Hello. I can't see myself.
Welcome back to. I think you can just see me because I'm so green.
The wire's in the way of me, so I
fine.
actually cannot see myself.
Unless you have super magnifying eyesight, you'll be able to
I
see
love when they
yourself
put the
anyway.
monitor on top, and then we can just look at ourselves the whole time.
But anyway, welcome back to episode. I was gonna say episode 23. It's definitely not.
It's
episode
24.
Episode
24.
24, but it's 2023.
Yay!
It's currently, well, you will listen to this
6th
tomorrow, but
of 5th.
For you guys, it's the 6th, but for us recording, it's the day before. So it's the 5th of January, 2023.
First podcast of the year.
Yeah, I hope everyone's first 6 days of Jan, or the year, actually have been going really well.
Same. I hope everyone wasn't too hungover on New Year's, because I know I wasn't.
Yeah, I was kind of going to say, I know I was.
No, I wasn't at all.
Yeah, I actually was definitely not hungover this year.
You were in a storm. Did you
What
see that
storm?
video I sent you?
The boat turned over. Oh my god. We'll refer back to it in the podcast now. So yes,
Oh my God, that's not funny at all.
We started the year off really good, I feel like.
It just feels like
Normally
week.
I feel like I get like January
blues,
but this year
we
I don't
did.
have it.
You know why we did? Because we sessioned last year. We went out,
Yeah,
we partied.
guys.
That's why.
I haven't had January blues, touch wood now.
Ever
in my life. No. This year. Remember last year was very depressing year. Or very depressing January.
But like, look at our lifestyle last year.
Yeah. And
well, not
our
really
lifestyle
so
was
much
different.
mine, but like.
And it just felt gloomier and
Oh my
grimmer.
god, the weather was worse. I was so sad because we moved out of our villa. My boyfriend, my now boyfriend, he was my boyfriend at the time, he left.
Mm-hmm.
And our roommates left, and like everything was just
it was just like a massive
changing.
change.
Yeah.
Like, and not for the better because it all works out in the end, but like
course,
it was just
yeah.
like a bit traumatic change at the time.
It was, yeah.
Yeah, so this year has been pretty good. Like the weather has been
Not bad at all,
relatively good, yeah.
Not even raining,
I haven't
really.
put that much pressure. I took our own advice from last week's podcast, and I haven't put that much pressure on myself to absolutely like change up my life,
Me
go
too.
to the gym, hammer it.
It's
restrict
little
myself.
habits. It's incorporating little habits into your daily routine that will make the biggest change over time, I feel. Rather than being like going to the gym 5 days a week, hitting 3 litres of water a day, doing yoga 15 minutes before my coffee or whatever.
Small and steady wins race, isn't it? But yeah, I've just been going to the gym like and eating relatively healthy. Like I've stopped, say, snacking in the middle of the day. Like I've just been trying to eat like bigger, more nutritious meals that fill me up.
30 on your plate.
Yeah, rather than having like, and I mean, if I cut out those snacks during the week, that like will in the bigger picture will, make a bigger change.
Yeah, I
think you
cook for myself now,
Yeah,
since I moved. Like, that's good. And then I also just have a weakness for Oreos at night with my tea, because I feel like that's like
that's nothing.
the only biscuit. No, it's not nothing, because today I ordered a coffee and a cinnamon roll. I was like, right, I'm not having coffee today.
Cinnamon roll.
But I was just like I just have an irk for it, whatever that word is. So
like
I was just like
a craving.
it's like the way Dad sometimes craves KFC really randomly. Yes, I just
Pregnancy
ordered.
cravings,
I ordered coffee and a cinnamon roll. It's the best,
Yum.
and I'll make my own dinner.
And yesterday we had a craving for matcha, so
that was
we
really
went
good.
on a matcha date,
Mm-hmm.
and today I decided to dress like one. If you can see on YouTube, I'm sure when you listen to this podcast, you'll see the reels up.
And I dress like a charcoal latte.
Yeah, charcoal. We're gonna start drinking chai tea. Apparently, it's good for you.
Yeah,
But today I'm gonna introduce another. What do we call it? Like resolution or New Year, New Me vibe. I'm gonna try get off my phone. Towards the end of the night, because I feel like I'm way too stimulated going to bed.
Especially if you're on TikTok.
Especially if I'm on TikTok, or even just Instagram, because it's new story, new posts all the time. You refresh and it's there. Like I remember when Instagram stories used to run out, or like Instagram posts used to run out. Now they just never run out.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm too stimulated going to bed, and like the last like 3 nights, like I really haven't slept well.
I
don't
do
know if
think
it's the
that's
full
something to
moon.
do, because I can't sleep. I was talking to my friend, can't sleep.
Yeah, our boyfriends can't sleep.
But our boyfriends can't sleep.
People in the gym can't sleep.
It was really hot though.
I don't know if it's a collective thing, but we have aircon and stuff. Like
I was sweating.
Like I don't know if it's because I'm ovulating.
No,
like, I don't know.
I think it's something in the air. It's the full moon tomorrow
But
night.
anyway, it's just reminding me that I need to de-stimulate towards bedtime. Just like
Read.
relax, chill. I like to read in the morning when I wake up.
I read both. I started a new book called Seat of the Soul. It's very deep now. Like,
Yeah.
I was just like, wow. But I was reading it before I went to bed and it helped put me to sleep.
Yeah. Guys, let's hope tonight we have a good sleep, please.
I know. I need to take magnesium. I need to get magnesium. I keep saying it. I need to get more magnesium.
I've also been trying to take my gut health a bit more serious. But I mean, now we're going on, like, I feel a bit overwhelmed. Sleep, gut health, gym, cutting out biscuits, you know what I mean? But guys, slow and steady, okay? But hopefully all your resolutions, your
partying, if you went out, was good.
Partying, if you decided to do, I know a lot of people I think are deciding to do this year sober. But I've seen a few people,
this whole year.
Yeah, like this 2023
Yeah,
sober.
I'm trying.
Guys, if you feel like a challenge and you're just like looking for one, I actually challenge you to do this year, or like at least 6 months this year sober.
But then if you don't, like, don't absolutely kill yourself if you don't do it. Like, if you drink, don't be like, oh my god.
Don't be so hard on yourself.
Then that'll make your hangover worse.
If you're looking for a challenge this year, I would say don't drink.
Yeah, I'm gonna do
the rest of this year sober, and I've nearly done a year sober.
That's not really a challenge, is it?
From February.
Oh, the rest of...
No, in February 2023, I'll be a year sober.
That's really good.
And then I want to be another year sober.
So 2.
So basically, like, continue the sobriety.
But it's not even. It's just like you don't enjoy it anyway. So it's just a lifestyle.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, it's not hard for me at all. Like, I'd rather have zero.
I agree, to be honest. Now, but like, in saying that, remember after the last podcast, me and my boyfriend went for New Year's dinner.
Where did you go again?
L'Osteria.
Oh yeah, fab.
An Italian, and we got a glass. Well, we were gonna get a glass of prosecco just to be like cheers. Yeah. But then they didn't have any. So we got a glass of white wine, and I don't like wine, but this wine was so good.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, right, I'm done.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, moderate drinking can't harm you, you know?
It was just 1 glass of wine. Apparently, 1 glass of wine is not too bad for you.
My hair.
But yeah, it was very chilled, and I didn't go out, and I don't regret it either. I had a lovely firework display outside my window as well.
Gorge.
That was
I'll speak more about my New Year in the Beauty of the Monday.
Okay. Brilliant. Were you on that boat?
No. Guys, it was a bit stormy.
In Lambongan it was stormy.
Yeah, it was a bit stormy. Stormy, baby. Where I was for New Year's, like, on the 1st of January, and, like, a boat turned over in the sea that you cross to get from Bali to the island that I was on. And, like, they were all, like, had their life jackets on. Imagine your suitcase just, like, floating.
Do you know what would freak me out? Like, obviously any of it would be scary, but if you were on the one that's so it turned over, like, that side, and then this side was up. Yeah. Imagine being on that side trying to get up. That's like to climb, like, God, out the window.
If anyone, which I'm sure a lot of people have by now, seen the new Avatar movie. Remember when they were all on that boat, and the mom and the baby were in the boat, and then you had to come with the wings of oxygen.
Yeah, I really I shut down after like
your attention span.
I was just like, this is so fake.
No, it's great. I loved it. I loved that movie. But I mean, I think that could be a topic in itself. Is did you enjoy Avatar or not? Because I feel like it is quite
controversial.
Not controversial, but it's like either a love-hate thing. You know,
people are like, oh, why did we wait 13 years or whatever it was, 12?
Yeah, but I know people probably had the highest expectations. You know.
I didn't even see the first one, to be honest. I don't. Maybe that's why I don't really care for it now.
Oh, it's good. I think they have actually deeper.
I just feel like
that humans are destroying the world.
I like Marvel movies, like some of them. Like you binged watched all of them on Netflix, the series. Now I remember Lupin and all this. Is that a Marvel thing?
No.
See, I don't even know.
What you call it?
The
Punisher.
I like Doctor Strange and all.
Punisher and stuff.
I remember that one we went to see in cinema last year, like Captain America or something. It was like 3 hours long.
Yeah.
Wait, when was that?
Yeah, that
was that in Bali or Ireland?
I don't know. I can't remember.
I can't even remember. But anyway, I'm not a mad fan of all that stuff.
Yeah, it's like sci-fi.
Like sci-fi. I just feel like whatever.
I do like it, but it's just gonna be one of those either you love or hate it things. But I do think there's like secret meanings, like the humans are destroying the world and like chopping down forests and disturbing. Like they were whale hunting and stuff like that. Yeah, that was true. Sad. You know what I mean? That does happen.
A good movie, we've mentioned it before, is Soul, if you want a deeper meaning.
Yeah, or you know what movie I watched the other day and actually thoroughly enjoyed?
Oh, you said.
Inside Out.
You sent me a picture. I was wondering what that was.
And I'm reading a book right now called Psycho-Cybernetics, and I could actually quite relate my Psycho-Cybernetics book to the emotions in Inside Out. Yeah, the way like you set a goal and like it's all like you can really, from reading that book and then getting the scientific meaning and then watching the kids movie, that they actually relate, like they actually base off science. Clearly.
Yeah.
They're very relatable. So guys, Inside Out is a really good one.
I've never
to
seen that
watch.
movie.
No, I'm going to need to watch it. I think
I've never seen it.
you'd like it.
No, probably, yeah, probably would. Maybe I'll watch it tonight.
Yeah, it was a good one.
It's on my to-do list.
Yeah,
It's on my
yeah.
New Year's resolution, watch Inside Out.
Inside Out, guys. That was a good
And
one.
Upside Down.
But we said this week for our diving deep, cue the scuba.
I mean, it's not that deep, is it?
No, and
I'm kind of out of breath from doing that. Jesus Christ.
No, but we just said that we got a question that related heavily to this topic. So we said that we'd get the opinions and, you know,
Of ourselves.
opinions of ourselves, really.
Of our
because
audience in here.
Of our live audience. Say hi, everybody. Or we said we get the, like, spark your
Thoughts.
debate in your own head.
And this has always been a debate for so many years. Like, I remember...
Yeah.
Whose podcast was it? Sinead
Sinead's,
Hegarty's
yeah.
first podcast with Ed, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I remember being like, who's this?
So
about
we
Ed, but anyway,
said
that was
if you go to an Irish secondary school, a cardia, a moon,
Moon
Tory.
Tory. What was last week's one?
Can't remember it.
New Year's or...
No, I don't know. But we said that we would...
It was New Year's or Christmas.
No, it wasn't.
It was, because I remember I was like, that's such a stupid debate. Oh no, that was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. Anyway.
But our diving deep this week, or opinion of...
Or topic of the week or whatever.
the week is, why don't you say it?
What is your opinion on, if you have one, on your partner or a person you're seeing liking and following other males or females on Instagram while you're exclusive or in a relationship or whatever? What is your opinion on that? If you notice it, if you don't notice it,
If you care, if you don't care.
if you, like, does it affect you? Would it affect your confidence? Would it not? So we should really have an input here, shouldn't we?
Well, I'm going to give mine.
Okay, well, that's the most important one. So.
Yeah, no, I just think... I'm not very strongly opinionated on it. Like...
My boyfriend can sleep with other people if he wants.
Oh my god, that was the girls' bathroom question this week. It's probably going to be in next week's podcast.
What was it?
It was like, would you let your partner have?
Oh my god, I
sleep
seen
with
that.
someone
I
else
was
or
like,
something? I was like,
why?
absolutely.
If you were in an
not.
open relationship, whatever. But I don't understand that.
Yeah, the
myself.
votes were like 6%. Yeah, like 94%.
That was
no.
probably like whoever's in a polyamorous relationship.
Yeah, open relationship. But regards to the like thing, like I wouldn't. Okay, if a girl had a big
Following and liking.
Okay, if a girl.
following
Okay,
is the main
my
one.
boyfriend, like, I know follows girls because he followed them from when he was single.
Yeah, but that's fine.
But like, I know he.
I mean,
wouldn't, I would
actively.
know he wouldn't actively go and follow girls.
Yeah, but I
now.
mean, it's fine. It's not an issue. Like, when you get with a boy or you get with a girl, you're not going to, like, go into your Instagram now and unfollow
No,
every single
exactly.
female.
And I know my boyfriend wouldn't.
I don't know.
So, and then also, I feel like if it depends on the type of picture they're liking. For me, like, if they're liking a girl's picture of her and her boyfriend, or like
Or her holding a trophy, hiking up a mountain.
hiking up a mountain, or an achievement, or she's in a cool movie or something. I don't know. Then
Or like with her granny or something.
yeah, and like she is like a R.I.P. gran video, like
Oh my God.
picture, and he likes it. Yeah, fine, I don't care. But if it's like a big juicy, sexy,
Raunchy
tits
thirst
out,
trap.
vagina basically on show, ass as well if you want, like, all in the picture, and he's liking it, I'd be like, here, bro, like.
But what I noticed is, like, girls and boys don't like pictures for the same reason.
Yeah, but come on, how can they say, like, if they're liking a girl's picture where she has her tits
No.
and her-
Boys actually have the... So this is what my boyfriend told me, you know. I don't know. Like, he's not jealous at all. He sometimes I'm like, can you just please be jealous? Because you're not at all.
Yeah.
Not that that's healthy, but anyway. He's like, when you do know, like, most of the time when boys like your picture, it's not to just be like, oh, lovely, that's nice. It's like, they want you to know that they're liking
Yeah,
it.
that's what I mean.
He's like... Especially even if it's like a mirror picture, not a thirst trap, but like it's just you in the picture or whatever. But whereas like girls like pictures, I feel, because we're like, stunning, like nice, or like you just don't even know you're doing it.
Yeah,
you know what I
well,
mean?
yeah, like I wouldn't really like a picture. Boys obviously like pictures to get attention. Like, do you ever?
Yes.
Like, I will go back and like 6,000 of your pictures.
I actually
like,
block people that do that.
Same. I'm like, fuck. I'm
It's
like
so
131 notifications, and it's like someone's gone back and like, I'm like, where do you get the time? Like, but it depends. If I see my boyfriend's name under a picture, it depends on the type of picture that he's like.
It's never happened to me, thank God.
Same.
So I don't actually know. But I remember me and my boyfriend, we weren't actually together at this time, but we had this conversation, and he was so good. He was like, when I would not do that out of respect for you, I wouldn't go and like girls' pictures or go and follow girls and all. And I was like, Really? I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think it was a thing. But then he brought it to my attention. He's like, that would be really disrespectful to you if I did that. And I was like, wow, I'm so lucky.
Yeah, no. My boyfriend as well would be the same. He just, I don't think, I don't even know.
And then it brought just my attention.
Really
I was like, shit, have I been
Instagram.
liking people's pictures, like, without even realising?
Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, I'd like a boy's picture if it's like he's made the county team.
Same,
or if he has a picture of his granny, or if he has a picture of his girlfriend. I always like it. But now, if I see him put a picture up in the mirror, like, or in the gym with his top off, I don't like it. Because
isn't it
like
so
that
funny
out of respect
that our like day and age, our dad will probably be listening to this podcast and be like, what a load of shite.
Yeah. Yeah, like that we actually have to deal with this
it ruins people's relationships.
No,
like,
100%.
It really does.
Like 100%.
People will be going mad about it. Like girls will be
like their boyfriend would go on
it.
a night out with his friends, and the
watch the
girlfriends
following.
are like watching the following go up or down,
Or
or
they used to do a
checking other
trick.
people's stories.
So on Instagram, it doesn't show chronological order. I don't know this from myself, okay? But
yeah, I know this trick as
there
well,
used to be a
but
trick
not
where you
from
could go
using it.
onto Safari
Or
on your
desktop
laptop.
version.
Yeah, so on your laptop and go in. I don't know if you still can do that. And go into who your boyfriend or your girlfriend, whatever, is and it would show
Has
their
recent
recent
following,
follow, like their
yeah.
recent following, it'd be like who they've recently followed. I know so many people did that.
Yeah.
And I know people with like great fake accounts and like stalk.
Yeah, I know people that have like,
This
I know
is
people
so
that have
funny.
like fake accounts like luxury living 1 2 3 4, and it's like their like fake interior design page, and they go and like say if they're see their boyfriend out with a group of boys and the boys have tagged the girls that they're out on a night out, they'll go and like go on their luxury living 1 2 3 4 Instagram and stalk those girls
Stalk
and
the
stuff.
girls.
It's like in case they like anyone's pictures or so, like they just feel safer on this account.
Like,
So guys, if you go through your story views or you're following and you have like luxury
I block them
living
accounts.
or life in color or some like
Some
shit you bought
bullshit,
account,
like,
it's
yeah.
probably like someone's
Psycho
stalking you.
ex-girlfriend
Yeah,
or, like,
someone's psycho
girlfriend.
ex or someone. Okay, psycho. We shouldn't say it's mean. Someone's like insecure ex, or it could be like a guy behind a computer,
It's
like
just
a Jeffrey
some-
Dahmer
yeah,
type
oh my
guy
God.
behind a computer, like
it freaks
watching
me
your
out,
shit.
though. But I can't believe, well, I can. It's kind of sad that people, that we have to like worry, or that people do go through that and like worry about it and stuff, and like they have to go to the extent of making a fake account to make sure their boyfriend or their partner
Yeah.
isn't cheating on them. Or like, would people consider their boyfriend, their partner, their girlfriend liking other people's picture like consistently, actively a form of cheating?
Yeah, it depends like what your standard of cheating is.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say like it's fully like, oh, we're done, you've cheated on me, but I'd be like,
But like, I'd hate to have to come. Do you know what? And when I was younger, it happened a lot. Like, my ex-boyfriend would have pictures of girls like screenshot on his phone and all.
yeah.
Like not just normal pictures, like inappropriate
I
pictures.
think it's definitely disrespectful if they're like
So do I.
basically nudes.
I want to be the only person that my boyfriend has like eyes for when I'm in a relationship with that person.
my boyfriend's lock screen.
I mean, I'm not, but his mom is, which is
Oh,
cute as well.
bless. Yeah, and like I'd actually seen it today on Instagram, beef, like 2 girls beefing, and like she called her out over like Instagram story, and then the other girl replied back on her Instagram story.
What?
And then made a fake Instagram called like fuck you blah blah blah, the girl's name, and then sent her a message request and was like, I'm not scared of you, blah blah blah. I was like, oh my god, like they can literally make an account like so easy, like, but now I love that feature that's like a block this account
And many others, associated with it. Then you'd have to have
emails
multiple
and-
email addresses, which is
yeah, which is like you have to be going out of your way to make a new email for a new Instagram.
Yeah, even like trolls and stuff. Like trolls comment underneath our TikTok sometimes, like mean stuff. It's like, anybody these days can have a podcast. So I was like, yeah, they actually can. You should start
like
one.
well done. Or like I'm friends with like Siobhan and Sinead and stuff, and like you should see the stuff that goes on this like forum
The
about
fucking
them.
trolling
I'm not even
is-
gonna say the name because I don't want people to
Yeah,
read it to
it's
support
awful.
it. But like I'm like
I read it once.
One time Siobhan had a picture, a selfie up in the back garden, and she was sitting like that, and like you know when you fold your stomach folds over, so you couldn't see her belly button, which I would not even double guess it. And I seen on that forum, because she was telling me about this forum, and I was like, it couldn't be that bad. And I looked up, and I was like, what the fuck? They were like, had a screenshot of that off her story and posted in the forum and was like, lol, what the fuck? Who the fuck edits their belly button out? She's clearly so insecure that she doesn't want to include her belly button in this picture. I was like, why is there a forum talking about Siobhan O'Hagan's belly button? Like, get a fucking life. Like,
Yeah, that's just ridiculous to me. Like, I remember I looked at it because you had told me about what the forum's name, and I went on it just to, I shouldn't have, but I just went on it just to see, and I actually had to get off it straight away. Like, the hate that people, like anybody, like a lot of influencers, like you could probably Google any of their names and you'd find them, and it's just ridiculous. Like,
this in the 2000s,
and they put in like rhymes with the titles and all. You're
this,
just like,
isn't it like a headline?
Yeah,
this in the
awful.
2000s would be like the moms at the school gate bitching.
Yeah, but
And
like,
I can even look up my name in it, in some posts associated with Siobhan, but they wouldn't say anything bad about me. They'd just be like, they tell the story like, oh, Siobhan and Avian went here today.
But really, like, people, like these people that are writing that do not know you personally.
No, and
obviously I've never got hate, thank God, so I don't know what it's like, but if someone doesn't, like, it's like the same way as if I walk past someone on the street and they call me a bitch, I'd be like, what?
If you don't know them personally,
Yeah,
don't take it
it
personally.
personally. But obviously that's a little bit hard. Like the hate, like people on Love Island all get coming out. You have to be like briefed, and I don't even think they're allowed their phone back until they get.
Yeah, people can be brutal.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I don't know how we got into that topic.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how do we get from liking or your fella liking people's pics?
It was probably, I don't know,
there.
some side.
But anyway, guys, I don't know if you're for or against it, and also I think it depends on how secure you are
as a person.
But I don't think if you're secure that it should be like allowed that your boyfriend likes girls' pics. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, I'm so secure that I don't care if he likes a girl with big, huge boobs. Like, and also, if it was like a massive celebrity where he's never gonna have a chance to, I'd be like, whatever.
That happens, yeah.
I'd
be like, all right, weirdo.
I think you never have a chance for her, so you're wasting
It's
time.
like in Friends. Did anyone see the episode in Friends where they have like a pass on like 5 celebrities or 4 celebrities, and then if they ever met them, they could have like a hall pass, so say if they're in a relationship.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then like Ross actually ends up meeting one of them, and he has the card laminated, but the girl's name he meets isn't actually on it. But he's like, no, but it was on it. It was, but then I put on this girl because I never thought I'd meet you or something. And she's like, oh, well, it's laminated, so, and she walks off.
Oh, God.
But it's so funny. Watch Friends.
But yeah, just some food for thought there. And then when we get into the red flag repellent this week, it will...
We've probably given our answers already.
It will tie in, you know? But anyway, we'll get into our next segment, which is... Stuck in the Mood. I have it on my phone today.
I'm crashing.
And it was sent in by a very special friend of mine, actually. So I will get it up.
Cute.
This is a personal...
We started this podcast
personal one
late
to
today.
my friend. Okay. She sent to me via text message, so I've had to kind of like rearrange it so that it makes chronological order and stuff. But anyway, I met this guy at an NYE party and we really hit it off. He was even my New Year's kiss. We were drunk and he said he wanted to take me on a date the week after, so I agreed. He messaged me the next day saying that he had a really good night and that he still wanted to take me on that date, which I was happy about because he kept his word. So we organised to go out midweek.
Ooh, so that's soon, isn't it?
Yeah. So probably this week sometime. We've been texting back and forth and he seems like a really nice guy, in brackets, almost too nice.
Oh.
I've had to reschedule the date to Friday as something has come up and now I have the ick.
Oh.
Here we go.
Shit.
Here we go. He sent me a voice note and I just get the sense that he is super keen, like too keen, and that puts me off. I feel really guilty and I'm stuck because I feel like once I've gotten the ick, there's no going back, and now I don't want to force things when I don't feel it, but I also do want to be clear with him and not ghost him or hurt his feelings. Any suggestions?
Well, like, first of all, are you getting the ick because you genuinely have the ick, or are you getting the ick out of maybe, like, a subconscious protection of yourself if you've been hurt in the past? Mm-hmm. Especially if you liked him straight away. Like, if you haven't seen him, like, how is he giving you the ick? Just by sending you voice notes? That would give me the ick as well, to be fair.
Yeah, and so this is, like, a personal, like, friend of mine, and I have, like, given her the advice already, but she was like, you should put this in your podcast. I was like, yeah. But... she was like, firstly, she was like, I don't know, like, he seems too keen. And I was like, I think that's just, like, your nervous system not being used to that type of treatment, so you definitely should go. And I was like, and, like, get yourself in the mindset of dating again and being open and, like...
Does she not date a lot?
No. Okay. And I was like, get yourself in the mindset of being open and getting yourself familiar to that feeling of, like, you know, not knowing. The nerves will get less and less each date you go on and stuff.
And then you get less attached as well, where you don't think every boy that texts you is your boyfriend.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. And I was like... and you're getting your nervous system used to actually nice guys. Like, so what? He's a bit keen. Like, you'd rather that than someone who doesn't want to organise a date or anything.
Do you know what? You probably wouldn't. You'd probably get the guy who doesn't want to organise a date, and you'll have fun chasing him. Yeah.
But then, and she was like, okay, yeah, you're right. So they were meant to go on the date yesterday, but she rescheduled it for tomorrow, which is today for you guys listening. But anyway, then he sent her voice note, and she sent me the voice note, and I was like, you know what? I can totally see where you're coming from.
Is it that bad?
And I don't know, like, why. There's, like, I know what she means.
Okay.
So, like, but then she's like, I feel so guilty because, like, there's nothing that he's doing wrong or nothing that he's saying wrong. I'll have to play with you after.
Okay, I'll hear
you'll just understand.
But, like, is that just being so
like, nitpicking?
What's the word I'm looking for? Preempt? No, that's
No,
right.
being pedantic, is it?
No, just judgmental.
Yeah, like, so.
And I'm reading Seat of the Soul, and they're saying something about judgmental is not a good. We all do it, but it's not. It doesn't come from our soul.
But we all know as well. Once you got the ick, you just can't, like.
Well, it depends how bad of the ick it is.
Can't go back, but
I do get it though. I mean, yeah.
Like, if you guys want to spoil her, she's decided not to go on the date. To be honest, because it feels like she's wasting her time because she already is like, I can't.
And she's going away, isn't she?
Yeah.
So.
But she just is like, well, how do I, like, okay, she can't obviously she wants to be straight with him and be like, look, like, she can't be like, I have the ick, so I'm not going on a date with you. But then she also doesn't want to ghost him, so she's just like, what do I say?
Just be honest. Honestly, just be honest, because if you were the girl...
You're not going to be honest and be like, okay, sorry, hon, I have the ick for you. That voice note turned me right off. For future, please never send a voice note again if you want to have a chance with any girl. Thanks.
You can't... Okay, I don't know. It's so hard to tell you in this situation, but if you're getting turned off by just a voice note...
Maybe it's you.
Maybe it's you, girl. A little bit.
No, I'm joking.
Not in a bad way. Not in a mean way or anything. But maybe that's something to look within myself. Like, am I that... Not shallow.
I would really force myself to go on the date then.
To then see.
To, like, disrupt that limiting belief. Or that, like, belief of, like...
Like, if you didn't have the ick all at the party, it depends if you beer goggles on.
Yeah, but see, they were drunk, so, like...
Yeah, but were they drunk instantly when they seen each other, like?
Yeah, they were all doing shots together and stuff.
Okay, fair enough. I'd be like, okay, no, I think I would be as well. I'm thinking about the situation more. Yeah. But you know what?
Like,
you don't have
if fellas listen to this podcast, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, you're the bitches. But
you don't have to
know, you get it, girls. You know what we're talking about.
Sometimes I like when people send voice notes. My boyfriend has never sent me a voice note. I will send him voice notes because I'm not arsed to type, and he'll be like, I did not listen to a word you said in that voice note, and I'll be waiting in a coffee shop for him for like half an hour, and he's like, oh, sorry, didn't listen to the voice note.
Oh, it's like they're a form of communication. Please listen next time.
But he was like, just send me a message, I can read it then. I'm like, whatever. But
I do prefer texting.
Initially,
well, with a fella, I prefer texting. But now with my boyfriend, like, I know my boyfriend's not going to get turned off me because I've sent him a voice note. But in the initial stage, I would never.
Same with me. But it's nice. It does show confidence. To be fair,
yeah,
it does show confidence. So you have to like commend that. But going back to the question,
but you can't lie that you don't cringe if you have a voice note.
Well, it depends what the voice note is like. Yeah, okay, I know. But I'd say. You don't want to ghost. Just say sorry.
No, definitely don't ghost. And definitely don't be that direct.
Do you know what?
Honest.
I'm not looking for anything right now.
So I'm not looking for anyone right now who sends voice notes, and you've done that, so sorry. Don't make the cut.
Sorry, was going to go on the date before I opened this voice note, but... Seeing as
we can't reverse time and I can't forget that voice note, it's over.
You're like, sorry. Yeah, I don't know what you'd say. I just be honest, like, look, I'm not looking for anything right now.
You just have to use it's not you, it's me thing.
Just like, look, I've thought about this date.
And look, it's wasting both our time.
And it goes against my New Year's resolution of being by myself.
Of being single, celibate and silent. No, I just be like to my friend, look, I don't want to waste your time or my time, but I'm not looking for anything serious right now.
And don't obviously
You're such a lovely guy, and you've definitely got potential if you didn't send that.
No, don't say that. That was done really good.
You're such a lovely guy. But just for myself right now.
And I'm not wasting your time out of respect for you.
For the new year, I'm going to work on myself first before
just say something like that. You don't have to be brutally honest. Like, yeah, you're not ghosting them, and then... You're not having them...
You're giving them a clear answer.
You're not having them being like, oh, have I done something?
Yeah, you're giving them a clear answer, and you're not letting them take the blame on themselves.
And their ego might be hurt as well, because they still could be like, oh, maybe it was something I did. But at least you've not just disappeared off the face of the earth and said nothing about it.
Yeah, and that's like giving them a putting them in a comfort.
And then you'll get
position where
good
they can
karma,
grow
and you
from
won't
it.
get ghosted either, because what goes around comes around.
Yeah.
What I'm learning from my See the Soul book.
See the Soul, guys.
Um,
This podcast is sponsored by Oprah Winfrey. Did she
no,
write
it's
it?
Gary Zulikoff or something.
No.
I don't know his second name.
But anyway, so I've said my own piece to her, and I feel like it was solid advice.
Just be honest. If there's anyone else in this situation, be honest, but don't be too honest where you're like, ew, like that voice note was disgusting, because that's just horrible. Like, imagine you did that to a guy and then he was like, yeah, no, because you sent me that voice note. I'd almost be like, fuck you. Thank God I got
you
away
never
from
want to
you.
like make someone feel insecure about them being themselves.
Thank God we're not in
Jesus.
the Ricky Gervais movie where no one can lie.
Oh, that's
and we
the
all
best
just
movie.
have to
What's it called
brutally
again?
be honest.
The Invention of Lying. That's a great
Twins.
movie.
Yeah, that's a good movie. It's like, do you want to go on a date? No,
you're fat and
you're
ugly.
fat and
Kenny.
ugly. Yeah.
Oh, stop. That movie is really good, guys. If anyone's looking for a movie to watch, The Invention of Lying. It's
And
a
he
good
like
one.
pretends he's God.
Yeah. And he pretends he has
Or
800.
Jesus or
It's like,
something.
yeah, how much do you have in bank account? €800. It's like, okay, yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God,
But anyway,
that's so funny.
yeah, don't ever make someone feel bad about them being themselves, you know.
Yeah, 100%. And I commend the confidence for the voice note, guys.
Yeah.
I really do.
Good on him. But just, I'll play for you after. and
Some
you can
girls
see.
like that, though, you know?
But anyway.
It's not a one-size-fits-all approach.
And we will swiftly move on to our next segment, which is...
Red flag,
flag repellent.
I got my mosquito spray. I'm getting a bit to shit on my
So
legs.
am I. Why is it going up? It's the humidity.
Yeah.
But anyway, Orna has the question on her phone, so she
'Kay.
can read out.
Me and my boyfriend have been together 7 years, and we've always gotten along. I guess we are getting into the stage of our relationship that we are used to each other and in our routines. Basically, way past the honeymoon stage. I really hope that doesn't happen
Yeah,
to me.
honestly, that's like the fear, isn't it? The fear.
Especially when you live with your boyfriend.
Yeah, it's just like when you get like married 4-year-old couple.
But
where
to
you
be fair,
just
I don't
go-
see my
Wear
boyfriend.
your retainer and a hairnet and you're reading your book in bed at night.
I don't see my boyfriend
There's no
from
one.
like 8 a.m. to
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
9 p.m.
I think it's becoming more of a conscious thing in our society to not let that happen.
And especially when we live here. Anyway.
Yeah, anyway.
Recently, I've been seeing his following section number go up and his name under lots of girls' pictures. I've mentioned it to him once or twice, other directly.
I've mentioned him once or twice in a direct way or a roundabout way. And he says it's harmless or that I'm nagging him. Is it harmless or should I be concerned? Please help. So she's obviously brought up this topic to him.
It's not
Either
right,
like
he's
directly
fucking
being like,
gaslighter.
guys, like, honey, I've seen your name under this girl's picture. What the fuck? Or she's been probably brought up in like an indirect way, like a roundabout way, being like, did you see that? Like, David's liking a lot of girls' pictures. That's a bit weird, isn't it? You know, probably.
Yeah,
I
or
can
like
imagine.
maybe if they're in like, you know when you say something to your partner and you're messing but you're not actually messing?
Yeah.
It's like a
It's like, hi, you were liking Lisa's pictures there, weren't
Yeah.
you?
And you have the knife.
You're like, funny, isn't it? So she's obviously brought it up
Yeah.
in some way, and he's like, oh, it's harmless. Or like telling her, like, oh, stop nagging me. You know,
That's
gaslighting.
Don't do that.
So she's like, is it? Like, yeah. And then you kind of sometimes, when you
Question
listen to it all the
yourself.
time, you're like, okay, yeah, maybe I am just being stupid. But sometimes you need an external opinion or a girl power to be like, girl, don't take that.
Yeah, like
fucking
when you're in a
bullshit.
relationship, obviously I'm not saying their relationship is toxic or whatever, but when you're in a relationship where the other party is always putting you down or like making you feel bad, like maybe giving you, like slagging you or like saying things when you bring it up, like things that are disrespectful in your relationship and you bring it to their attention and then they gaslight you, you're like, fuck, like maybe it is me. Like I remember I used to think I was psychopath, like.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Just
But
for
it
the
wasn't.
standard,
It was,
like
I mean,
the
I
standard.
definitely was a little bit crazy back when I was younger, but it's the respect in the relationship was not there.
Yeah. You weren't like that for no reason. you
No,
know?
no,
People have to
exactly.
trigger things in you.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's another topic we get into.
Yeah.
But for this girl, like, the fact that she has to watch his following, like, she's obviously going back and checking, like, you would look like she's checking for the following all the time.
Like
so,
the trust isn't there.
So the trust isn't there, number one. Yeah, that's a good point. And then number two, like, scrolling Instagram and seeing his name under pictures, like, it's just
That's not nice to see.
solidifying.
And then it's also like kind of embarrassing in a way because you're not that girl
Yeah.
will think anything of it. You don't know whether she will or whether she won't. But even like anybody else that sees that picture, and yes, we always say you shouldn't care about what other people think, but it's just a blow to your ego.
But it's just like
just
people,
disrespectful.
yeah, it's just disrespectful. Like, if your boyfriend respected you, like, he wouldn't like other people's pictures to see.
Like, what's the need? Like, you go like this.
a double tap. Yeah, exactly.
Just don't
It
do
can
it.
like it mentally, like if like, oh, it's nice, she's a nice pair of tits there or something. You know what I
Yeah.
mean, like the way boys are. But like you don't need to like let her know that she has them. You know.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Like I
Be
don't.
happy
I
with
definitely. And the fact that she's tried to bring it up to him and he's gaslit her, like whatever. I feel like this problem in the relationship is stemming way beyond even the pictures and the likes, because she said like they feel like they're out of the honeymoon phase.
And he's probably like seeing
because
what's
they're
out
together
there, like the grass
years.
is always greener.
Yeah, so like maybe you just need to kind of like.
And you do know them boys.
Maybe you need couple therapy. No, maybe they need to like. You
Reignite
need to take
the
it. You need to
flame.
strip it right back. Like
Buy some handcuffs.
Yeah, buy some handcuffs. No, the picture liking is a product of.
Like handcuff his hands behind his back so he can't like the
Yeah,
picture.
no, the product of the liking of the pictures and the following going up is a product of how the relationship is growing.
But
you
then
know
again,
what I mean?
do you ever get them people, girl or boy? I always say boys just because it's easier. But even from the start, if you know what I'm talking about, are always just
Never
interested
happy
in
with
other
it.
girls,
Yeah.
and they love their girlfriend. I don't know. They like their girlfriend because they know her and it's familiar and they can have what they want all the time.
But they're not like happy with
But
they
they're
have.
doing other things or potentially on nights out, flirting with other girls and
They
doing
don't
all
appreciate
sorts.
what they
You know
have.
what I mean?
Yeah. So to this girl, like the fact that you've already brought up and he's gaslighting you about it is a big
Red flag.
red flag. But I think it needs to go back to even like why is your relationship like feeling like it's
Lacking
plateaued, or
something.
like why is it feeling like you're past the honeymoon? Not that you should always be in the honeymoon stage, but like you should always like love each other, hug each other.
But also,
have
it's
fun
not
together.
like maybe you're trying. It's a joint effort. Like it takes two to tango.
Yeah.
You can't pull the weight, or else your back will break. So
Yeah. I feel like you need to go right.
I
back
think you need to
and
sit
say,
down with
like,
your
okay,
boyfriends.
how can we make this more fun, or is it even worth trying anymore?
yeah, but just be like, is
or
my
can I
relationship
find it somewhere else?
Yeah, is my relationship giving me everything I want? If it's not, is it meeting my needs? Because I feel like your needs need to be met in a relationship, and if they're not, you'll then feel
Yeah.
shit. Like you'll feel like you're having.
And
more
if you've like
arguments.
expressed that to your partner and they just still can't meet your needs, like you might require a 10 out of 10 effort, and that partner might only just be able to give a 7 out of 10, and that's just like their max effort is a 7 out of 10. Well, then that's not like they're not ever going to be able to give you what you want, so you're always going to feel a lack, and they're always going to feel under pressure to do better, and then that might come across as nagging.
And
or
that could also, not that it would be your problem at all, but then they'll be like, oh, fuck this. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
this
if
girl's
you-
too high maintenance.
you just
when you're
mightn't
not
be
asking for the bare
compatible.
minimum.
And I'd sit down and have a conversation with him and tell him, be like, I don't like when you do this. It doesn't make me feel good when you do this. And like, say it's not coming if you need to reiterate, because sometimes with boys they think you're giving out to them. So like, be like, I'm just saying how it makes me feel when you do this. And if they don't
Yeah.
respect that, then I would like see, is this relationship for me or not?
And usually, like, in a relationship, like, obviously they're the masculine, you're the feminine. Like, the feminine will express a problem and the masculine does his best to, like, fix
Find a solution.
and find a solution, because that's, like, you know, women maybe need something done in the house, and the men, like, say, traditionally.
Yeah.
So, like, if you have a problem and you're expressing to your masculine partner and he's not finding a solution, well, then, like, maybe you need more masculine in a man, or you need more effort from a man. Do you know what I mean? That's what we're trying to say about the 7 out of 10.
Yeah,
10 out of
I
10.
just be like,
So just like, I think it needs to go.
it's the bare minimum. If you're not,
This-
if you're, yeah.
Like photo liking and following going up is a like a trigger of other things that need to be looked at
In the
You know, in
relationship.
the relationship.
Yeah, I just really sit down with yourself, and then obviously him.
Yourself, and see what your values are and what your needs are that need to be met, and then you can express them to him. And if he
can't meet them.
can't meet them or doesn't see where you're coming from,
And it's possible to get all your needs met in a
reevaluate it.
relationship. Like, it really is. So
Yeah,
don't
honestly,
settle.
don't settle,
Do
girls.
not settle. Ever.
Brave girls never settle.
Yeah.
We will move on to our final segment, which is beauty in the mundane. Beauty in the ordinary, in the everyday. Will I hit us off as I usually do?
Mine was short and sweet.
Actually, you go first. Actually, first start.
I was blow drying my hair yesterday, and
I
I
knew
seen.
she was going to thought you were going to say something else. Wow. Okay, anyway.
I was blow drying my hair yesterday. This is so silly, but this just brought my attention. To the
Yourself?
present
You did a
moment.
blow dry.
No, I just blow dried my hair.
Yeah, it looks straight and nice. Anyway,
Ew, I don't
continue.
like it. Anyway, I was blow drying my hair. My boyfriend's GHD hair dryer.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only reason I'm with him.
Yeah.
And
See, girls, your needs can be met.
yeah. And I seen out on my balcony a feather flying down in the sunset, and I was just like, that's my beauty in the Monday. Thank God, because I never have one.
You're like, there it is. See, it makes you like look
broad
out for it, you
daylight.
know, because you're like, look, there's my beauty in the
Well,
Monday.
I was like, oh, that's a nice feather. I wonder what bird got hit in the sky coming down there.
Oh, nice. Yeah, in the sunset as well.
Yeah, in the
It's a
sunset.
very picturesque moment.
Yeah, it was gorgeous.
That was me. I'd be there with my camera out trying to catch it. Like,
I don't know what bird it was. Could be a seagull. Hope the bird's okay. Hope the pigeon's okay. But I seen the feather.
Sometimes I just lose feathers, like we lose hair.
Yeah,
but that's lovely.
That
Thanks
was
for
a nice
sharing.
one. Thanks.
Wish everyone just make a mental image of that in your head now, and
I should have a
relax,
sharing.
take a
You know,
deep
in
breath.
school when you have the sharing ball or the sharing stick.
But anyway, yeah,
What was
and
yours?
pass me the sharing ball. My beauty in the mundane was nature as per.
Of course.
Always. It always is nature. Like yours was a bird and a sunset and a feather. Like that's all nature. Mine was, I was in Lembongan. I actually put the moment up on my latest post on Instagram. And basically like we walked out of our villa down onto this cute little beach. But anyway, we walked in and we walked out of our villa down onto a boardwalk, and the sea was so blue.
Oh, it looks amazing.
The
I just flammed.
Ew.
That was my beauty in the Monday.
The sea was so blue. The boardwalk was like gorgeous, like wooden boardwalk with like a white, like catamaran. Is that the right word? Or like a white awning over the boardwalk, and it was like flowing in the wind. It was, the sun was setting.
Wow.
And like, oh, it was just.
I didn't see it on
literally
your
couldn't stop
Instagram.
saying wow.
Where was
it's
it?
my latest post on my Instagram. That is the picture of the boardwalk, and the video after is like the
Okay,
moment
I'll
that
look
just
at it.
made really take
see
my breath away. Anyway, it was just beautiful, and I literally said like wow about 10 times in that when I was taking that video. I was like,
Aw.
but first instinct is to take the video so that I can capture that moment.
I feel like all the beauty, like obviously we're so lucky to live in Bali and have all these beauty in the Mondays, but there's nice in the home as well. Always a sunset, sunrise,
the
beaches,
leaves on the ground if it's autumn.
leaves on the ground. Well, it's not anymore, is it?
Yeah.
The frost on the trees.
Yeah, beautiful.
Robin sitting on the
But
fence.
that was, and then there was like just a cute beach, and like, oh, it was just like
Has
the
to be in a
simplest
moment.
things are always the freaking best. And
Yeah,
I'll
they
say
are.
that again and again and again. I will tattoo that on my forehead.
Yeah,
Like the
simplicity.
luxury is obviously beautiful, and it makes you be like, ooh, bougie. Brings out a different side of you. But
then when you
simple
keep getting
things
that,
and
yeah.
nature is just like, oh,
It's like like everything after a while, like luxury and like materialistic stuff. You're just like, oh, whatever, another pair of shoes, another bag, another whatever it is. Maybe like obviously you should be appreciative, but I feel like with nature
beauty just
and stuff, that's real life. You're just like, oh, it doesn't fade.
nature just kind of like is
My
different
hair
all the
is so
time, and it
Unpredictable.
is unpredictable. So you're just like, whoa.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But guys, think of your beauty in the mundane, or look out for one for this coming weekend.
Maybe you're on a bus. Maybe you're having your morning coffee.
Ugh,
Maybe you're
doesn't
having
like that either. That's
your
amazing.
glass of wine in the nighttime.
Yeah, but not too many, we hope. I'm joking, we're like your parents.
Yeah.
But yeah, look out for that. I hope your first week of the year is going super amazingly well.
And I hope it continues to go well.
And I hope it continues into this month, next month, this rest of the year. You
Even
deserve
though
it.
time's not real.
Okay, we're not gonna go too
Deep.
but you deserve it, and if you're listening to this podcast, you're a good person. I'm joking. We are.
Only if you're listening to this podcast, you're a good person.
But we appreciate you listening, and if you guys have any suggestions for this year, something you'd like to hear in our podcast, we're
follow
open
our podcast as well.
to changing. Yeah, we're open to adding in your ideas.
Yeah, we want to change.
Please follow our podcast, follow our Instagram, and please rate us 5 stars would be nice on Spotify,
and send us suggestions.
and subscribe to our YouTube, and
Send us suggestions.
whatever you
for
can do
our,
to support.
If you want to hear any segments that you
Yeah,
think
and I know if you're listening, you're
or
like,
topics.
yeah. And if you're a person listening, you're like, I don't usually write in, or I don't usually like.
We need to set up an email
comment.
so that it's
Oh, we do
anonymous.
have it.
Yeah, I know,
Oh.
but like
And
anyway.
they can just make a fake email. If you can do it for Instagram, you can do it for us. I'm joking. But if
Send
you're
us
a
a fake
person
email
that
on your
you,
living page.
if you're a person that usually doesn't like write in or comment or reply or send in like questions or feedback, please this year become one of them people, just for us even.
Yeah, we're not gonna be like, oh, there.
Yeah, we love it. Like we actually love
We're like,
getting
"Oh,
like
that's
people's
so
stuff
nice."
or helping people that way or hearing people's feedback. So please.
Yeah, if you don't, we're gonna stop it. So
this is a threat. But anyway, Have a lovely weekend.
Have a nice day,
Thank you
weekend.
so much for listening, especially if you've gotten this far to listen to our shy talk.
Yeah.
But we appreciate you, and we will see you in next week's episode.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year once again.
Bye.
Love ya.